Hi, my name is Melanie Stachelski. I am a psychotherapist and a cancer counselor at Colorado Cancer Counseling in Arvada, Colorado. And I'm also a cancer survivor. I was diagnosed with leukemia about 11 years ago now. So I have that experience as well, which is why I do what I do. And today I'm here to give you a few tips about how to tell your friends and family that you've been diagnosed with cancer. I certainly remember that time in my own experience where we had to start telling our loved ones that we had this really scary news. And there are a few things that were really helpful for me at that time, and a few things I would have done differently, knowing now what I know. So I hope these are a few quick tips for any of you. First of all, I know if you are watching this video, you are in an incredibly overwhelming and scary time right now. So the first thing I want to tell you is just take a breath, okay? Just breathe. And this is really helpful when you're starting to think about telling people too, because the information you're getting right now is coming at you fast, and it's also changing really fast. So one thing I know, if you're a lot of cancer survivors will tell you, the first information you get in your first appointment or your first if you're in the emergency room, that information might end up looking a lot differently a couple days or a couple weeks down the road. So it's okay, before you start telling everybody, to just take a little bit of time to wrap your own head around it, get settled, get in a good place. I want to make sure that every one of you has your person, okay? So make sure you have one person who's going to go through everything with you. It can be your partner. It can be a really good friend who can handle this kind of information. It can be one of your adult children who you think is going to be helpful. This is the person you tell everything to, and they go through everything with you, okay? And then the next phase of people that you're going to start talking to is your really important loved ones, okay? Your family and your good friends. This is not coworkers. This is not your Facebook friends. I want you to think about the people who are really important to you, who you're probably going to tell in person or in a personal email or text. And so again, take some time. You don't have to tell everybody on the way home from the appointment. Wrap your head around it a little bit. For the most part, I think people want to be so positive about delivering this news. So make sure you're in a good place yourself. When you tell the people that you love, naturally, their first inclination is to Google what is that diagnosis and what's the prognosis. You do not want people doing that. I don't want you doing that for your own diagnosis, and I don't want your loved ones doing that. So before you tell people, I want you to go to a really reputable cancer site for some good, high-quality medical information. That's going to be cancer.gov, cancer.org, or a disease-specific site. So for instance, if you're diagnosed with a blood cancer, you're going to go to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society for the really good information. Most diseases have their own specific nonprofit that helps with education and outreach and really good information. So I want you to have ready that resource for your loved ones to guide them to the information that's not scary, that's not going to be the worst case scenario, or some random message board on Google where people are talking about all the things that went wrong. That's not helpful at all. And the other thing I want you to keep in mind, and to tell those other people, that statistics don't have anything to do with how your journey is going to be. So no matter what they see, the prognosis is going to be, this is your opportunity to tell them, I know I've got this, we're gonna beat this. The next circle of friends that you're going to tell are those more informal friends, coworkers, and your other big support network. I think the really helpful thing here is to either designate one person in your life to be the source of communication that can answer questions from people and tell them new information, or have a website set up. This could be something like Caring Bridge or mylifeline.org. These are great places where you can control the messaging. You can tell people what you want them to hear. You can direct them to, again, those really high quality sources of medical information. And I think the other thing to be ready for is that all these people are going to want to know, what can I do to help? How can I help you? So before you reach out to people, do some real thinking about things that are genuinely going to be helpful. Would you like some meals delivered? Would you like someone to go to doctor's appointments with you? Would you like someone to come over and shovel the driveway if you're not feeling good? So do some thinking about some things that really would be helpful. And even if you think we've got it all covered, we really don't need anything, ask people to send you positive messages, of text messages or emails, funny memes, encouraging words. You will never regret encouraging people to reach out to you, tell them that they're thinking about you, send their support and their love. That's the best way that they can support you and be in touch. I hope this was helpful. I want you to know you are not alone. There are so many good organizations like Epic Experience that can help you stay connected. There's people like me who can help you through all the stages of cancer. You're not alone. There's amazing resources out there.